It's the area's most in-depth geeky weather forecast video on this Thursday evening. Hey everyone, it's Eric here with the weather for Weather Geeks, and as expected today turned out to be a much nicer, more comfortable day. We're in the middle of a beautiful summer evening. We'll have more evenings like this coming up for Friday and the weekend. When we look at the calendar view of July, Thursday stands out as the most comfortable day of the week. Pretty consistently here in July. We had a high of 78 at the airport today, and we'll be a degree or two higher tomorrow afternoon. When you factor in both highs and lows for the month of July, we're almost 2 degrees warmer than the average at this point. Now, some of us had some very beneficial rains yesterday. Amounts ranged from almost nothing to 2 or 3 inches across our viewing area, but the long-term trends have not really changed despite yesterday helping things. We're still looking pretty dry over the last 90 days region-wide. Now, there are some exceptions. When we zoom in a little bit closer to our viewing area, some places are a little bit drier than others. It's especially dry kind of northwestern Trumbull County, kind of northwestern Mercer as well. Not quite as dry once you're down into kind of the center part of our viewing area. It gets a little bit dry again. Salem, Beloit, down towards Route 30. Hanoverton, Guilford Lake, Lisbon, places like that. Splitting hairs a little bit here, but some places are a little drier than others. But region-wide, our update from the Drought Monitor today shows severe drought status, even extreme drought status, in parts of West Virginia, southeast Ohio as well, covered by a severe drought designation. So the drought's definitely a little worse once you get down towards Elkins, West Virginia, into the mountainous areas in the panhandle of Maryland as well. And even going over towards the nation's capital, the drought a little bit worse down there. Abnormally dry conditions noted in a lot of northeast Ohio and northwest PA, with moderate drought conditions in some places officially. In the meantime, no rain out there tonight. In fact, the cumulus field is dissipating as we speak. It'll be crystal clear. And what's up there in the sky at this time of the year? Well, first of all, the moon, which is going to be full in a couple of nights. On Saturday night, it's 91% illuminated tonight. Our evening planets are Mercury and Venus. Mercury sets about 9:30, 9:45ish, something like that. So you got to check that out pretty soon, just after sunset. Venus up there, even a shorter amount of time, about 9:30 is the latest you could possibly see Venus on the horizon. Late night or early morning viewers of the sky will note Mars after about 2:30 in the morning, and then Jupiter and Saturn also up there in the late night sky. We're going to buzz through Futurecast here because there's really nothing to show you for the next few days. Beautiful day tomorrow. A little fog possible to start the day. Otherwise, a lot of sunshine. High pressure gives us another clear sky tomorrow night. Then a little veil of high clouds for maybe a time Saturday morning. Otherwise, Saturday and Sunday, A-OK for anything you have planned outdoors. The dew points will remain in check this weekend. Now, it is going to be a little bit warmer, but yeah, it's mid-July. This is nothing unusual at all. 84 on Saturday, 86 degrees on Sunday. It'll probably be even a little bit hotter than this on Monday, but the dew points really don't start coming up until the middle of next week, and with that will come an increased chance of showers and thunderstorms. The 2 warmest days out of the next 10 probably going to be Sunday and Monday. After that, with the unsettled weather possibility, we don't look all that warm really compared to the average. It'll be pretty close to average for a lot of the second half of next week, maybe into the following weekend as well. I think the very end of July we can see temperatures warmer than the next 10 days, maybe some upper 80s to around 90. All right, today on July 18th, the Climate Prediction Center put out their initial August outlook, both in terms of temperatures and precipitation from coast to coast, pretty much. A warmer than average month expected in August, but the odds are highest of a warmer than average month in the Intermountain West and also around the spine of the Appalachians in the eastern U.S. Now, yesterday I opined that summer's worst heat might be behind us, but that's certainly no guarantee at this point. I do think there will be opportunities for some heat in August. The model data right now is not especially hot looking. Some of the analogs, past years with kind of similar things going on to this year, are pretty warm looking. So I think August will probably be a warmer than average month. It's just a matter of the degree or the magnitude of the warmer than average conditions. In terms of rainfall, looks like a pretty dry month under that ridge in the Intermountain West. Looks like a pretty wet month, perhaps with some tropical influences along the Gulf Coast. We're probably somewhere in between. If I were painting this map or making this map, I would probably have us in the low end risk of a wetter than average month. I think the chances of rain will be more numerous in August than they were earlier in the summer, and I think maybe more than a typical August. August is typically not as wet as June and July when we look at meteorological summer. Now, last summer in August, we had a couple of pretty high-end severe weather events across our region. Not saying that's going to happen again this year, but we had a kind of an active go of it for a time last August as well. And if I were a betting man, I would say August ends up being closer to the average precipitation-wise than many of the preceding months. That'll do it for me on this Thursday evening. Thanks as always for watching Weather for Weather Geeks. Have a great rest of your Thursday night and a great Friday.